Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market, and before we get started, please hit that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you want to get trade ideas like this one, get my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading, check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it. Dow is up 0.36%, Nasdaq up 0.32%, S&P going up 0.22%, and Russell going up whopping 2.16%. And what we got here in this group, so we got on top industrials leading the way, real estate, and then we have technology, financial, healthcare, energy, lagging behind utilities, consumer defensive, consumer cyclical, basic materials, communication services. And what we got here on stock market map, Tesla down 1.47% with earnings coming tomorrow night. Amazon down 0.5%, and Meta we actually played, and I just shared that play with you guys on my X account. You can see we actually showed it really close to 390, getting some puts, and this thing finishing up red for the day. Google also flat on the day. AMD finally coming off down 3%, which is nothing, I would say, for how much this thing went up. Nvidia again finishing in the green, up 0.45%. Microsoft another one down on the day, 0.5%. And Apple, this thing is a straight rocket. Went up again today, up 1%, got up to almost a fresh new all-time high, but not quite touching a new all-time high today. And that could be coming very soon. Apple looks like it's very strong, and this thing is catching up to Microsoft. And now if you look at right here, industrials, and that is what leading the market right now. You can see a lot of these names are up and green on the day, and big rally came on Russell 2000 because of all these banks, regional banks are up on the day. And now let's have a look at SPY ETF. So on SPY ETF, it's up 0.23%, but you can see it's kind of a flat day. We got a doji indecision candle here on SPY ETF, and not filling this gap all the way down to 480 to 72. So there was another gap up today, and that is just insane. Now a lot of people are actually frustrated right now. Whenever you call for a pullback, they think it's not coming. That's not true. Stock market, we don't run the stock market. Retail traders, we got nothing we can do, especially when the market is going up and when the market is coming down. All we can do, we can go really careful when market is actually going down, and also we can really look at it when market is going straight up. And this is actually a straight up move, and you can see there is no catalyst, nothing big going on. Again, the same big names, and especially semis going up, and that is why you're seeing Nasdaq going up like crazy. But trust me when I say this, pullback will come, and whenever that comes, people are gonna say, don't buy that dip, now we're crashing. Now that market is up, everyone is bullish. Oh, I heard that before, market not pulling back. Trust me guys, it happens all the time. Whenever we get oversold, market bounces. Like here, it was getting extremely oversold. Whenever you see market overextended, it can stay overextended for a couple of weeks, and it's been overextended. Market will come down. And when we do technical analysis, nobody can tell you exactly when the market is up and overbought, when the market is going to come down. Same thing goes for oversold. When the market is oversold, we can only look at technicals, but nobody can tell you exactly when the market is going to actually bounce from those levels. And that is why you need those technical levels, and you need to watch and wait, have some patience, and then you could see the market moving around, with your technicals. But if you just go and you think that, oh yeah, there is no pullback, I'm just gonna buy right up here. Well, good luck to you if you do that right here, buying at the top for maybe another $5 move, and who knows if this thing crashes tomorrow like $10. We have not seen these days from October right here, we saw big red days, and since then There is no pullback, no 8, 9, $10 pullback on SPY ETF, but that could quickly change. We could see that quickly, guys. It can happen. And that is why you need all the technicals. You need to be careful trading in this market, and especially people that are going long and getting more and more bullish and saying that this is actually a new bull market. Well, it's all fine. The only problem here, buying at the top. So be careful. Now going into tomorrow's session on SPY ETF, if there is a pullback and it's only a dollar away from this gap, 482.72, that's going to act as a support. And just below that, we also have strong support, this previous high, 478 to 479. And then we also have strong rising 20-day moving average support, 475, I would say, 474.74 to be exact. But if this thing pushes and can hold above 478 to 479, the next stop, 490 on SPY ETF. On triple Q, kind of a flat day, and this thing was really nice this morning, getting in at 14 cents, getting some 415 puts for tomorrow, and they got up to 24 cents, and I did share that play with you guys on my X account. You can take a look. So this was a fantastic play, shorting right here at 424. This thing did go up even more, up to 424.73. So another fresh new all-time high. Now, are we going to see a pullback from here? So far, now looks like it's finding support around 420. And I think if that gives up, maybe tomorrow, this week sometime, then you're going to see a pullback down to this gap, which I think that is coming very soon, 413.58, and that is gonna be a back test of this resistance right here, and also this breakout that we got last week from this previous all-time high. So I think we could see a move like this, coming down to fill this gap, and then possibly can move even higher, or we could see more dump off down to this gap, 407.59. So for tomorrow, 420 and then 413.58 support to watch. Above 420, this thing can push all the way up to 425 and then possibly 432 right here, and this is going to be my price target above 420. On DIA, it's up 0.39% and another fresh new all-time high, and closing at, I said it before, 380 possible. We went above and beyond 381. And Bollinger Bands are still squeezing, and you can see it's far too overextended, trading above upper Bollinger Band, and this thing came off from 381 and holding 380 now as a support. So if this thing actually gives up 380, you're going to see a drop down to 376, and that's going to be a strong support. But as long as this thing can hold 380, the next stop, 384. And below 380, you want to watch 376 and then 372. And then we can talk about more downside. And I don't think this week you're going to see a huge dump off below 372 on Dow Jones. On IWM, it's up over 2. And I talked about it before that this is how we do things here in this market. Now, IWM, if it goes up, I don't have anything against it. It's been getting killed right here for the last 2 years. But look at the way this thing went up. We gapped up over the resistance, 193, and this thing pushed and pushed all the way up to almost 197. And if you look at my screen, closing right here, just slightly above 20-day moving average, 196.45, which is bullish for a move up to this gap early as tomorrow, 198.44. So the next stop and the resistance will be 198.44, and IWM can actually clear that, then you're going to see 200 to even 205 on IWM again. If this thing cannot break above 198.44, then watch out. We might be coming back down to retest and close this gap just below 193, and that's gonna be your dip buying opportunity on IWM right here, just under 193. So the dollar slightly finishing in the green today, and it's kind of flagging right here. You can see we flagged right here, some consolidation, big breakout, and again dollar flagging right here. So that means one thing, we need to get that breakout on dollar above 103.58. And soon as that happens, you're going to see explosion on dollar all the way up to 104.48, and above that, market will come down definitely, especially S&P 500. Now, this is going to be your line in the sand on a pullback 103.28. And so far, that is holding. And this is actually a rising 5-day moving average, kind of coming down here and flattening right now. But you can see it's holding. So 103.28 gives up. Then watch out. We could be coming all the way back down to 102.70 and possibly can come down to this lower Bollinger Band at some point 101.43. But Bollinger Bands are expanding, and that means one thing: we just need that spark on dollar breaking above 103.58. So the last two videos came out on stock market. We talked about it, how someone is lying, and looks like it was the 10-year TNX. This thing gapped down, and you can see barely holding 41 as a support into closing, down for the day 1.25%. So early as tomorrow, this thing needs to recapture 41 as a support, and then we could see a move up to 41.83, up to even 43.71. We cannot get this support recaptured on TNX 41, then watch out for a dump off back down to 40 and down to even 38.80. On VIX, it's down just over 0.5% and holding on to this strong support $13 right here, exactly into closing. So this is going to be a key level to watch going into tomorrow's session, $13. And soon as VIX breaks below 13, then watch out for 11.88 all the way down here. To the upside, if this thing can hold right here at 13, watch out for a breakout above 5-day moving average, 13.86, and possibly above $14, and then we could see a move up to 15. But the real breakout will only happen above 15 whenever we get that on VIX.